Hello and welcome. I hope you have a lot to get done because I definitely do. So I'm going to bring you guys all along with me, hopefully for a ton of motivation. Mondays have become like my get it all done days. Over the weekend, I've been just spending more quality time with my family. It means a lot of the chores and different things that need to get done around our house don't get done. So we got laundry, we got a ton of cleaning. Mondays are also my grocery days. So I've been doing a Walmart grocery pickup every single Monday morning. So I go pick that up, bring it back, and a lot of the pantry items are still out on my counter. So I'm gonna start here and just bringing you through the rest of my house. We're gonna do some deep cleaning and I hope I fill you with a ton of motivation. Let's get this done. I wanted to take a quick second and just thank you all so much for all your sweet comments on my last video. It was the first one I've posted in over a month since I was just spending more time with my family throughout the holiday season and everything. So just seeing all your comments there really just literally made my day. So I'm back with my videos every single Sunday. I am starting here in the kitchen. We're going to be doing a ton of deep cleaning. I decided to really go at Owen's chair here. There were a ton of crumbs and everything that have built up. So I actually end up washing the entire thing with my little portable carpet cleaner. And then I put a towel over the top of it. I don't know why. I hadn't ever thought of that before, but that's going to be so much easier to clean and protect this chair. Although this table has seen way better days, but I'm not getting any new furniture until my kids are older, and I know it's not going to get beaten up. So I still have my Christmas drawing left on the chalkboard, but I've completely redecorated the entire coffee bar. I've been going between deciding on just changing it up into a simple drawing, but Valentine's Day is right around the corner and I know I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day drawing, so I'll probably just wait until I do that one. And you guys will get to see that in my Valentine's Day clean and decorate with me. That one's usually a pretty popular video, so I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I've been planning and doing a Pinterest board and all of that, so I just can't wait to put it all together and share it with you guys. So I'm still putting everything on our counters away. A lot of it was our pantry items from our grocery order. I do the Walmart pickup option. So I put in my order the day before and then I go pick it up the next day. I save so much time doing it this way. I also think I save a lot of money because I'm not just walking through Walmart and I'm not looking at everything thinking, oh my goodness, I need this, when I don't. So I'm only getting what I need when I do the pickup option, and it saves so much time too, which is the main reason why I do it. So I've gotten everything put away on our counters, and now I'm going to knock out our dishes. Of course, my dishwasher is already full of clean dishes, so I'm gonna put all those away so that I can put everything in the sink back in here. So once that's done, we'll have a really good baseline of our kitchen, and then I can really do some of that deep, like motivating cleaning that I just love so much. The dishes in our house are never ending, but that's okay. We have a dishwasher that does the majority of the work for me. But we go out a lot with the kids during the day, but we always have breakfast, mostly lunch unless we're having like a picnic out somewhere, and dinner here at home. So I know I'm always going to have dishes. They're always going to be here for me, but that's okay. I'm so grateful that I can feed my kids all those meals, and they are growing up so big and so strong. I actually kind of want them to like slow down a little bit. It's going a little bit too fast for me. But I also have an amazing husband, so typically at night I'll make dinner and then he gets home from work and he's so good to me. He loads the dishwasher while I'm making dinner, or even like after dinner we all just clean up together, and he's usually the one that loads the dishwasher. But I just think working together as a family, if you are living under the same roof, it just makes so much more sense for everybody to work together. And we're really trying to instill that into Owen and Cece. So Cece has started clearing the plates and everything off of the dinner table and bringing them to the sink. She's also started feeding our dog Django. So I love that she is like old enough to start doing all these little chores. It's starting to make our life just a little bit easier. So I just have a few things here to hand wash. Of course, our blender and a really big glass like cake stand, but we use it for our sourdough bread. I've been making sourdough bread at least once a week. It's been such a fun little side hobby. Plus it is just so delicious. I've gotten to the point now that I feel really comfortable making the bowls of sourdough. So I'm starting a whole wheat starter because I want to make my own whole wheat bread, and I really want to make like some sourdough like pizza, and I'm really excited for all these sourdough recipes. So if you have any sourdough recipes that you enjoy, definitely share them down in the comments with me because I am looking for the best ones out there. It is time to wash off our drip tray. I know it doesn't look that dirty from the video, but man, there's like some gunked up soap on here and it really needs to be washed off. I love when everything has a home. So even on our counter, I like having the drip tray here to hold like our dish soap and our little like brushes for cleaning and everything. I just think it makes it look and feel like it has a home there on the counter. They're not just sitting out and it looks cluttered when they're not on the tray. I share this whenever I can, but basically I refill my Dawn dish soap with a little DIY. I fill it up the majority of the way with water, just like that. I do a small squirt of rubbing alcohol. Depending on how strong you want it to be, you can add more rubbing alcohol. And it's about a 1/4 cup of dish soap. I just eyeball it. It does not need to be precise, but this just makes cleaning dishes so much easier. You spray it on to them, you scrub off, and then rinse, and that's it. I also love using this to clean the sink, so I'm just spraying it all around the sink, and then I'm going to use Scrub Daddy sponge to clean it the rest of the way. I love having a clean sink. Smells are like one of my number one biggest pet peeves, and sinks can get pretty smelly if they are not cleaned. So our sink usually gets a good scrubbing at least daily, usually at the end of the day, after we've loaded all the dirty dishes into the dishwasher, and then we're left with a clean sink at the end of the day to go to bed and wake up to in the morning. Keep those smells at bay, plus all those little like fruit flies. We have lots of fruit flies here in Florida. Even in the winter, these things are so pesky, but if I clean out our sink on a regular basis and take out our trash, it keeps those fruit flies away. I'm using a towel to dry off everything here on the counter. If I don't hand dry this glass, it is left with a ton of hard watermarks, so I just do a quick wipe down of it and it's good. It's shiny and it looks like new. And then since there's not much left here on the counter, I'm going to go ahead and dry everything else off so I can clear off the counter and wipe everything down. You will always see me move things to wipe underneath them. For some reason, if I just go around them, I feel like it's not clean. Maybe it's just one of my own pet peeves. Let me know if you do it too. I have to move things and wipe behind them and underneath them. So the other day I had a pot of noodles just boil over the top on me, and I was left with this glorious burn mark. These don't even come off with like a razor or anything, so my favorite way to get rid of them is either with the pink stuff or this magic glass cooktop polish. This one I got from TJ Maxx. I've had it for a while though, and it was a little runnier than usual. So I did notice it did not work as well as it usually does. But do not fear, we have the pink stuff to do the rest of the work for us, and I don't notice a difference really between the two of them. I think I will keep to the pink stuff. I won't buy another thing of the magic cooktop cleaner because the pink stuff I can use in a lot of different areas of our house. The cooktop one was almost like a specific, you used it on the cooktop. The pink stuff you could use on so many different areas of your home. I wiped away as much of the polish as I could, so now I'm just going to use some Miss Meyer's multi-purpose spray to wipe down the rest of our stove here, and it is left looking like new. Since the glass top looks like shiny and brand new now, I definitely needed to clean the back of it and where the little knobs are, because they were just sticking out like sore thumbs with all the little greasy splatter marks on them. So I'm taking off all the knobs so that it's easier to wipe it all down, get all that grease off, and stick them back on. So I'm bringing out my O-Cedar mop to try something new. Somebody else had recommended using this to wash your cabinets with. So I'm filling it up with some warm water and then just the smallest amount of Miss Meyer's multi-purpose cleaner. And then I will be using the long mop head to be able to clean all of our cabinets without having any issues like reaching the top. I don't have to get my stepladder out or anything like that. So it's really hard to tell how dirty our cabinets are unless I do a close-up. So this is the best I can do with it on camera so you can see just how dirty our cabinets really are. So that's what I'm cleaning up here. This took a little bit of trial and error. My mop head was way too wet in the beginning, so I definitely recommend wringing it out as much as possible. I definitely had to get used to cleaning our cabinets this way, but as soon as I got a good feel for it, I felt like it went very quickly and very smoothly. The only thing I needed to change was how wet my mop head was. I needed to wring it out just a little bit more. It was way too wet. So since my mop head's a lot more dry now, I'm just going back over the areas that were way too wet. Next time I think I might try just some distilled water instead of tap water and the Miss Meyer's. Just keep it simple, some distilled water, and see how that goes. But overall, being able to clean with the long pole and not have to get it up and down on a ladder made it a lot easier. I love finding new ways to clean things. So if you have a way that you like to clean your cabinets that is different than this, let me know in the comments. Or if you like using the mop too, let me know. I'm always looking for easier ways to clean, and I love sharing all of them with you guys. My favorite stainless steel cleaner, just plain half and half water with vinegar. So I just spray it on and wipe it off. I've been using my kids' old burp cloths. It's like a bamboo burp cloth. They're lint free and they work great as cleaning cloths. Just like the microwave, I'm using the half water, half vinegar to clean our stainless steel fridge. I like wiping down the fridge as often as I can. It feels so nice when it's clean. Plus the handles get so gunked up and dirty. The fridge handle is actually one of the germiest spots in every kitchen. So make sure you are cleaning and disinfecting your kitchen handles because those get touched, multiple times a day. This is our meal plan. I've been keeping it here on the left side of our fridge, and then I keep a calendar of all of our main events. And then my daughter has been making the cutest little drawings, so I love keeping some of those on the fridge. I like working my way from top to bottom, so we've basically cleaned all the top part of the kitchen. We're gonna work on the floor now. I just used my vacuum mop to clean this mat super quickly, and now I'm going to vacuum mop the rest of the floors here. I love this thing. It's the Bizzle vacuum mop. Out of all the mops I've ever used, this is literally the best. It's definitely not your average mop. With a mop, I feel like you're constantly just moving around the dirt on the floor, whereas this just sucks it all up and you're constantly using like new water. I feel like our floors have never been cleaner, and just the amount of like dirt and just gross water that comes out of this thing, I can't recommend this enough. I'll show you the water here at the end, but it looks so gross. It's so nice to get it off of our floors. It had been a while since I mopped like over here underneath our table. This is something that really needs to get done on a more consistent basis, but hey, I'm doing my best here. So I just moved the chairs so that I could vacuum and mop all around them. There were a few sticky spots on the floor, so I'm just getting all of that up, and I can't wait to share that dirty water with you guys when I'm done with this area. So this is just from our kitchen and our little breakfast nook, but how disgusting yet satisfying is it that I got all of this off of the floor? When I moved the curtain here, I also noticed these lovely markers on the wall. So I thought these were just our regular washable markers, but they were a lot harder to get off, so I do not think they were. I ended up needing to get our magic eraser out, which I have found you need to be super careful with on painted walls, because if you rub hard enough, it will take the paint off. I'm just putting a few of the things back where they belong in our kitchen. It's nice and beautiful and clean in here now. I will be moving on to another area of our house that really needs some TLC. My kids were up from their nap at this point, and I just had to share one of Cece's forts with you guys. She's getting so good at making little tents and forts and everything. Owen's just over here fixing his house. Who knows what he's doing? Anyway, our kitchen is beautiful and clean. Our porch is not. I will not be doing that out there today, unfortunately, but my kids are very entertained out there, which is giving me enough time to tackle our next area, which is our dining room. So I know I've briefly shared in the past that I will be homeschooling Owen and Cecilia. So Cecilia just turned 5, and the cutoff for kindergarten in Florida is to be 5 by September. So she missed that cutoff. So she technically would not even be in kindergarten right now because of her birthday. But she is way ahead of kindergarten anyway. She is so incredibly smart. She blows my mind like every single day. But I'm grateful I get to spend the majority of my time at home with them, and I'm going to be able to homeschool them. I was actually homeschooled kindergarten through high school, and then I went to college. I got my associates in nursing. I still am working at the hospital 1 day a week, but I'm really hoping to go down on my hours there this year. That's kind of my goal in the end. That's part of why I love making these videos, is because it's helping make that dream possible. So with every comment, with every like, I get closer and closer to my goal. So I love when you guys take the time to comment down below and like this video and engage with it, because it really helps get my videos out there to other people that may like them too. So thank you. YouTube really is a crazy thing. I love that I'm able to share our life with you guys, even though some of you are in like different countries. It's just an amazing thing. Usually this homemaking and cleaning, it doesn't change when you're in a different country. Everybody needs to clean. Everybody needs that motivation. So I'm so happy I'm able to share it with you guys. Had to include this super cute little tidbit here. I had to move all of these gallons to our coffee bar, and Owen knows that, so he picked one up for me and brought it all the way over there. What a big helper. Oh my goodness. He just turned 3 in January, so just a couple weeks ago, and they're growing up way too fast. I can't even handle it. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be cleaning up all the books on this bookshelf, but that is one of Cece's new chores. So I have a whole list for her of different chores that she can do around the house, and straightening up these books is one of them. I keep the majority of our books, or the kids' books, inside Cecilia's closet, which is locked, and then I rotate them out here. So they're constantly having new to them books, and I rotate them out so they don't get bored of them as easily. Usually they used to be so messed up all the time, so I would only leave maybe 20 books out here. I've been able to leave a lot more out now because they are older and they're not just throwing the books everywhere anymore. So if you have younger kids, I will tell you now, it gets so much easier as time goes by. My kids have also finally gotten to the age that they're starting to play together. So 3 and 5, oh my goodness, my life has completely changed. I don't have to be right next to them all the time. I can actually get things done now. Definitely not rainbows and butterflies all the time with them. I will not put it that way. They are still 3 and 5, so they are, figuring out their emotions and how to play nicely together, but they are playing nicely together most of the time, which has been really, really nice. I'm not their sole entertainer, I guess, anymore. So right now they're right there outside on the porch, so I still have my eyes on them and everything, but I'm able to clean up this living room and get everything back in order. I go through spurts of having our robot vacuum run every single day, and then my kids will either stop it, mess with it, or it comes off the dock and then it doesn't automatically go. So it'll go a long period without running, and I don't really realize it. So we also have a German Shepherd, and their nickname is German Shedder. So I really needed to vacuum up this rug. It was getting pretty hairy, and I made sure to plug back in our robot vacuum so that it does the rest of the vacuuming for me. But all the hair that was on this rug was definitely not going to fit inside a small little tank on our robot vacuum. Our laundry room definitely needed some help in here. All these boxes are actually Christmas lights. My husband just took them down over the weekend, and now I needed to put them back in Owen's closet. That's where we keep all of our Christmas decorations and holiday decor. But anyway, time to clean up the rest of this laundry room and start tackling some laundry. Both my detergent and softener were about to run out, so with my grocery order, I had gotten some new ones, so it looks like there's a whole bunch here, but it's because 2 of those bottles are almost empty. Our dryer on the top always ends up being a drop place for the most random things, so I'm picking up everything and putting it where it belongs and starting to cycle some much needed laundry. I shared this for the first time in my last video, but I've started taking everything that needs to be hung right out and just kind of draping it over the side of my door. That way it's not getting wrinkled or anything in the pile of laundry, and it also makes it so much easier to just hang that stuff up right away and put it away. I am not somebody that sits there and does a lot of ironing. I can't remember the last time I brought out my iron, so anything I can do to decrease the amount of wrinkles and not have to iron, I am going to do that. So I started up the wash for a load of laundry that is much needed. Over here in my kids' bathroom, the laundry hamper is starting to overflow, so I'm gathering all of their laundry so that I can throw it into our washer, get this never-ending pile of laundry done. Done for today anyway, there's always tomorrow. So this load of laundry I just took out was all my own clothes. We've been wearing a lot more sweaters recently, and man, they take up so much more space in a dryer. Or in our washer. I'm not used to that. We live in Florida, so typically we're wearing like shorts and t-shirts, and that doesn't take up that much room. But these bigger, like warm clothes, man, they take up a lot of space. All my northerners, I hope you guys are staying warm. Try to take advantage of, just being inside. Sometimes you're stuck in there, so you might as well clean out a space. Like clean out your closet, clean out somewhere in your bedroom, your kitchen. Try to get something done. I hope these videos motivate you to get something like that done. If I could, I would send so much warm weather up towards you. I personally love the cold, but it's because I've grown up in Florida and I don't know what it's like living in freezing temperatures. I'm sure I wouldn't even last a week. Got everything folded now, so I'm putting it away in my drawers. A lot of the things that go into my drawers are just like my pajamas and things that I don't worry about getting wrinkled. I've always hung up my shirts. It definitely helps with wrinkles. And then I definitely hang up like my work uniform. So that's the pile I laid flat here. So I will be hanging all of that up and putting it in my closet. I am still obsessed with my closet. If you guys missed it, I made a whole video about how I put my closet together and made the built-in for it. It's actually a pretty satisfying video, even if you're not doing it for yourself. I had always dreamed about having a custom closet, so being able to build it myself really just made my dream come true on a budget, and I'm still obsessed with my closet here. What I really wanted to convey with building my closet to not just myself, but to anybody that was watching that needed that motivation, is you can do anything you set your mind to. So if you decide you can build your closet, you can do it. If you decide you can clean up something or clean out something, declutter something, I bet you can do it. You just need to set your mind to it and get it done. So I'm just straightening up my favorite little reading nook. I've literally been reading here like every single night. And I had a few of you ask on my last video what books I've been reading, so I decided to share just a few of them here. I won't be going into like super details or anything, but some recommendations from friends. I've been on a Colleen Hoover bandwagon. So I most recently just read Ugly Love. I really enjoyed it. It ends with us and it starts with us. I read in October while I was on vacation, and I started All the Light We Cannot See months ago, and I just finished it last December. It's really slow moving, but it really opened my eyes to like World War II and how it was to live there. I'm not sure if I recommend it, but Colleen Hoover, man, I am so obsessed. I don't own it, but I read Verity by Colleen Hoover. I had borrowed that from a friend, and then somebody else just went to a book fair and got Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover for me because she knows I've been into them. So I'm excited to read that one. That one, there's actually like a soundtrack that goes along with the book, which is, I've never heard of anything like that before. So you, once you get to the song or something that's kind of written in the book, you can listen to the music or the soundtrack, which I think is pretty interesting. So anyway, love romance books if you have not noticed. So if you have any recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. If you are not done cleaning yet, but you still need some motivation, I'll make sure the best video for you is right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you right here next week in a brand new video. Bye!